Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here, and it's time to take a look at a budget phone from a company called Nothing. This is the Phone 2A, which will be coming out for $350 in the US. That will be the 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gig of storage options, so $350 for a phone. And I've actually been using their earbuds for a while now, so Nothing makes really solid earbuds. I even have their Phone 2 right here, which I can put side by side so you can see the changes. You'll even notice on the box, it's a very unique company. They pride themselves in their minimalistic style and just very unique style overall. Anyways, you get a 120 hertz AMOLED display plus the MediaTek Dimensity 7200 Pro chipset inside. So excited to try it out. Let's take a quick look at what comes in the box. Usually a pretty unique unboxing experience. And then of course, get some hands-on with the new Phone 2A from Nothing. Let's get started. Nothing sent over the black color. However, there's also a milk color as well. Now, this is the back of the phone. Gives you a little teaser of their glyph interface, which is their lights. And they even have sounds to go with it for notifications and other applications. Opening the box. Just rip that open. Sliding the box out reveals a lot of texture. Now you should be able to see it a bit easier, just the back of the phone, and you can actually feel the texture. I really do like that. Welcome to Nothing. You can pause if you'd like to read that, but nice that they have their community website on there. First up is our 2A. I'm gonna build some suspense, set that to the side for just a second, continue through. You get your standard booklet, and I want to point out, I love that with their accessories, they really go above and beyond and sort of customize them to fit their style. So the USB Type-C to Type-C cable isn't just plain white or plain black, it's actually customized. And in case you needed a close-up, it even says Nothing on it. Even the SIM ejection tool has a cool, unique style to it. Is it necessary? No, but I do like that they customize these. And on to what you came to see, the Nothing 2A, the Nothing phone. Here we go. There it is with the dual camera system. Again, that custom back. I'm going to boot this phone up for the first time, and while it turns on, actually, I'm going to let you watch this boot animation. There you go. Just a little bit of a customization to it. Down at the bottom, SIM card slot, microphone, USB Type-C, port 1 of the speakers. Notice the very flat sides to this phone because the screen is flat there. We have the power button on the right side. Moving along up towards the top, you've got another microphone, very minimal camera bump overall. Really doesn't protrude out all that much. And then along the left side is where those those volume rockers are, I should say. Nice, matte coloring to the sides, the rails. And a close-up of their signature transparent look. It does say Nothing in the corner there, has a nice little red accent, and there's our camera system. You get two 50 megapixel lenses. First of all, the main sensor, it does have optical image stabilization, and then an ultra wide angle lens. So no telephoto with the dual camera system. An obvious difference between the 2 and the 2A in terms of the overall design, but just wanted to put them side by side so you could sort of take a peek at what they look like. Anyways, I'm gonna run through the startup process and just talk about anything that's noteworthy. Setting up our in-display fingerprint scanner, really easy. I wanna point out after typing in my Wi-Fi password, and right now, the haptic feedback feels really good. Definitely better than most $350 phones do feel. Also would like to point out there is a pre-installed screen protector. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up as I continue to set up my fingerprint scanner. Anyways, you can add more if you'd like to. They have their Nothing OS 2.5. We are all set up and ready to go. I love it. Really cool little animation there. Now we can keep setting things up, access essentials, easy way with widgets, folders, and our glyph interface, which will be on the back. Call recognition, essential notifications, all customizable, and even a glyph timer, and you'll see it moves down. We'll try all of these out and more in just a second. Choose your visual style, Nothing or default Android. So nice they give you the option for default Android. I'm going to use our Nothing home screen, and that gives you completely themed icons. You'll see all of the apps right here are just completely themed. A close look at that 6.7-inch AMOLED display. It's a 2412 by 1084 display, so just about 1080p basically. Now this is a 120 hertz display, which I can tell is enabled out of the box just by how smooth everything is. I would like to point out it doesn't quite go down to 1 hertz. It actually is between 30 and 120 hertz, depending on what's shown on the screen. But double checking that within display, it's on dynamic. So it will go between 30 and 120. Flagship phones go between 1 and 120, so that's a bit of a difference there. You can force 120 hertz or you can force 60 hertz to help save battery life. It's up to you. I would probably choose dynamic, but if you really want to see only smooth animations, etc., force it 120 hertz. It looks really good. The 2A gets up to 1300 nits of brightness, and also would like to point out it has an IP54 rating, so water resistant, but not quite waterproof like other flagships. Very quickly, testing out that in-display fingerprint scanner, a little bit of a vibration haptic feedback with the display off. Setting our finger down, you can still just set your finger down. You will get used to it. And Nothing does a really good job with their specific apps and their widgets. You'll notice here, I do have a weather widget that's enabled by default. And if you go into it, just a really clean looking weather app. I love this weather app, honestly. Going into widgets, you'll notice there are all the 20 nothing widgets that you have access to, including, a media player. Press and hold. Let's set it down over here. You can also see your screen time and even a pedometer for the specific steps that you do have. So there's a lot of different options. Let's see what Nothing is where. Oh, I'll definitely need to add this one to let us know our battery life on our Bluetooth earbuds. Very quickly, let's go into the camera app for the first time and just snap a couple quick pictures. Just testing out that shutter speed. Actually seems to be very quick and snappy overall. You obviously can go to that ultra wide angle lens, which is 0.6 times zoom, and you can zoom in 2 times, which is all digital zoom. For video, you can shoot all the way up to 4K 30 frames per second. Some photo settings, you can turn on motion photo if there's a lot going on, and even 50 megapixels as well. For portrait shots in the upper right hand corner, it lets you know the aperture. You can change it depending on how much bokeh you want in the background. It's set to 5.6 by default. And then here's a look at all of the other options: time-lapse, panorama, and our expert mode, which you love to see. You always want a pro mode when you're taking shots. All right, let's test out that glyph interface on the back and really see what it can do. Within some of our quick shortcuts, just pressing and holding, there's our glyph interface where you have some shortcuts on how bright it gets. So I will turn it all the way up just for this video. Your ringtones, they have a ton of custom ones and they will light up based on the specific ringtone that you have. And you can also have custom contacts and really customize it so when the phone's flipped over, you know who's calling or potentially texting you. As an idea, here we go, swiping through. And you can hear them, obviously. And I'm just gonna swipe on over, continue through. And it's vibrating as well with the sound and the light. So you get a visual feedback, you get a feeling feedback, and a sound feedback. So there's 3 different ways you can get a notification or have a ringtone on your phone. Notifications are the same way. They're just a little more subtle and quick. So you can find the one that you like. Other options include flip to glyph. So when you do flip your phone, it will automatically silence on demand. They have a timer, a visual, so mute alarm sound, tap to open, set our glyph timer. Place your phone face down to get started, and boom, there we go. Now it recognizes that it's face down and it's going to start moving, and you'll see a status. That bar will start coming down. I can already see it sort of moving down. And to speed things up, I switched it to 45 seconds. So now you can really see it. It'll start cruising down as opposed to just slowly moving down. So that 45-second timer is actually going to seem much faster. You can get visual feedback on your volume. So you'll see if I turn the volume all the way down or all the way up, it does the same animation as our timer. How about a composer? You can compose your own, which we'll need to install that app separately. Our Glyph composer is installed. So here we go. And this will light it up, I believe, as you tap on it. Yeah. So you can see it and hear it. Obviously, it's really loud. I might actually turn that down just a little bit. And that's a modem sound, but there's many others, such as Swedish House Mafia, They have their own, so let's... Maybe I'll turn this up a little bit more. Cool, cool. And you can record your own. Boom. There we go. You can save it, discard it, you play it back. Not great, but I love that they give you just this sort of option to customize your own. There's progress, so it will integrate with third-party apps like ongoing rides, food delivery services, and they say more to come, so we're gonna turn that on. The two I see are Uber and Zomato right there, but also you can have the calendar, so maybe you have an event going on, it will tune it down as your event goes on. Music visualization, very obvious, and our bedtime schedule, so love all of these settings in our glyph interface. Anyways, that is everything from me on the Phone 2a from nothing. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. I'm actually really impressed with the package that you get for $350. Nothing has proven themselves to put out some solid phones so far, and they've been successful, so I'm really happy to see more competition in the phone market. Anyways, be sure to subscribe, a lot more to come. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and as always, thanks for watching.